This is Mr. Edgar here again, folks. I'm here with a Smith and Wesson J-frame revolver. Now, just as a side note, I will admit a certain bias. I love Smith and Wesson handguns. I'm kind of crazy for them. I also love Tommy guns. Pretty much I love everything, but as a gun nut tends to. But I have a very, very special spot in my heart for Smith and Wesson, and in particular Smith and Wesson revolvers. This little J-frame was one of the first guns that I ever owned. Believe it or not, a friend gave it to me because some idiot gave it to his daughter, thinking that because it was a small gun, it would be a great gun for her to start out on. Look, a Smith and Wesson J-frame 38 special pistol is not a beginner's gun. Guys, don't get it for your girlfriend because it's little. It's not a gun for them to shoot. These little guys do pack a punch. That 38 special round's got some punch to it. And this one is the Model 37, so it's called the Airweight. The only difference between the Model 36 and the Model 37, the Airweight, is that the 36 is an all-steel frame, whereas this Airweight is actually an aluminum frame. It's quite a bit lighter. Now don't get me wrong, it's not light, but it is quite a bit lighter than that 36. So it felt recoil is going to be significantly harder than it is in the 36. Neither one of them is that easy to shoot. As you can see, even with my little bitty hands, that grip is tiny. By the way, I'll show you. Yep, do a check. She's empty. And as a note, ready for the takedown on a revolver? There it is. Want to do the reassembly? There it is. The wonders of a revolver. It just doesn't get much better than that. Yes, I know, when you're going to do a deep cleaning, you're going to end up taking this out. And to do that, you take out this screw, and I'll show you that in a little bit later, and all of this will slide off, and you can do cleaning more of the internals within that. To do a complete takedown, you're going to have to take off the handle, undo this screw, give it a wrap, because this plate fits in so snugly that it's not going to simply come out, and you do not ever want to use anything to pry those plates off. Those things are fit in there with a tolerance that is actually hard to imagine. And if you try to use something to pry it off, you could do some serious permanent damage to the frame of your pistol. Simple enough to put back together, but really, is there anything better than a revolver? This old style revolver still has the old type of hammer, and she's got a trigger pull, double action, about what you would expect for a little guy. It's got a little bit of a pull to it. Single action, which I virtually never shoot in a revolver, but single action, incredibly light. Now you can adjust that a little bit, but for the most part it's going to be a very, very light. Oh, by the way, did I mention that Scarface's sister Gina carried a Smith and Wesson snubbie when she was shooting at him? Shootability. Well, you know that she's a relatively small pistol. She's going to have a very, very small radius on the sights. And that fixed rear sight is, as you can see, not the best in the world. I've got a little redness set on the front sight to help you see that, to help me see it. You can see the notch, but with my old eyes, it's not all that great. I do shoot this at 10 yards. She shoots a tad low and a little bit to the left at 10 yards, but you know, when I'm shooting well, I can do probably just under a 3-inch group with it, which I don't think for a pistol, for a handgun this size, is too bad. I've gotten close to 2 inches, but I can't say that I could do that regularly with this handgun. But I love this gun. It's easy to carry. I do carry this little pistol quite a bit. It tucks into a pocket very, very easily. I even occasionally carry it and inside the pants holster in the back, in my back, and I find that it's okay. It's a little bit wider than some of the narrow aspects because of the cylinder, a little bit wider than some really narrow aspect pistols like, say, a Taurus Slim or some small automatic, but it's not so much that it bothers me, and that handle being small actually makes it easy to reach when it's inside tight spots. But anyway, I love this little gun. I love Smith and Wesson revolvers. I think that it is just the classic American pistol. And that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.